Wait, did Riley Burruss just put her own mother on blast? You won't believe the truth behind this shocking family fallout that has the world talking. Their reality star, who has always been known for her reserved nature, made an explosive move that no one saw coming. Riley, usually the quiet one, posted a message on social media that would set off a storm of reactions. And at the center of it all was none other than her famous mother, Kandi Burruss. It wasn't just a simple family dispute. This was something much deeper, much more personal. The craziest part, Kandi, who's made a career out of being strong, successful, and private about her family life, had to respond publicly in a way that no one could have predicted. Let me take you through how it all went down. It started with Riley, a young woman who'd always been pretty private about her life, but out of nowhere she decided to speak out in a way that no one expected. She posted a message on Instagram and TikTok that was soon deleted, but by then the damage had been done. Riley's words were simple, yet they cut deep. Imagine constantly being overlooked because your parent is more focused on clout and checks than your emotional needs. I'm good now, but it took years of pretending to be. The second those words went live, the internet exploded. Fans who had watched Kandi Burruss build her empire over the years were left speechless. What made Riley's post even more shocking was that she didn't name names, but the message was crystal clear. She was talking about her mother. Kandi Burruss, a Grammy-winning songwriter, a successful businesswoman, and reality TV star, has always been known for putting family first. But in this post, Riley was accusing her mother of prioritizing her fame and success over her emotional needs. It was a blow to the family image that Kandi had worked so hard to maintain. You could almost hear the collective gasp from the public. Riley wasn't just making a casual complaint. She was calling out their mom in front of the world, and the more people saw, the more they started piecing together the past. Fans started remembering moments from the Real Housewives of Atlanta, where Riley seemed uncomfortable, distant, and emotional, especially when her father was brought up, or when discussions of Kandi's career took center stage. Suddenly, everything started to make sense. Riley's silence, her discomfort. It wasn't just because of her father. There was more to this story. But here's where it gets interesting. Riley didn't stop there. After her post went viral, Riley went live on Instagram. And that's when things really took a turn. With a close friend by her side, Riley opened up even more. She said, "Sometimes the strongest women in public forget to be present at home. That's all I'll say on that." The comment section was filled with fans, shocked by how open Riley was being. The girl who had always been the quiet one, who had stayed out of the limelight, was now speaking her truth, and it was sending shockwaves throughout social media. At first, some fans thought maybe it was just a teenage outburst. Maybe Riley was just venting or having a bad day. But for those who had been following the family's journey over the years, they knew this wasn't just a passing moment. Riley's words felt different, more deliberate, and this wasn't the first time she had hinted at emotional pain. Over the years on RHA, Riley had broken down in tears when Kandi tried to force a reconciliation between her and her father, Russell Block Spencer. Riley had made it clear that the wounds ran deep, and no amount of gifts or money could heal the pain. So when Riley spoke out this time, it felt like the floodgates had finally opened, and there was no turning back. Now the world was watching, and people were divided. Some fans rushed to Kandi's defense. They argued that Kandi had done the best she could, balancing a successful career with motherhood. They believed Riley didn't understand the sacrifices her mom had made to give her a better life. But then there were others who stood by Riley. They believed that just because you provide for your children doesn't mean you're emotionally available. They felt that Riley's message wasn't just about one moment, but years of silent hurt. And they were right. So, what did Kandi Burruss do next? What would the mother who had always kept her personal life under wraps do when her own daughter's accusations went viral? This is where things took a turn nobody was expecting. At first, Kandi did what? she's always done in moments of public drama. She stayed quiet. Not tweets, no Instagram stories, no cryptic posts. Kandi stayed off social media, leaving the public to speculate and wonder what was really going on behind the scenes. Fans were eager for answers, but Kandi, known for keeping a tight grip on her image, said nothing. But there's where it gets interesting. After days of silence, Kandi finally broke her silence in a way that took everyone by surprise. Instead of getting defensive or lashing out, Kandi did something that no one had anticipated. She posted a heartfelt message on Instagram beneath an old throwback photo from Riley's high school graduation. The image showed Kandi and Riley together, smiling, a moment from a time before this public fallout. And the caption? It was an emotional revelation that made many fans do a double take. In her post, Kandi wrote, "Being a mom is the most important and most difficult role I've ever had. I've made mistakes. I've missed moments, but never once did I stop loving or trying. I'm not perfect, but I'm still learning. And I'm proud of the young woman Riley is becoming, even when it's hard to hear her truth." It was a raw, vulnerable message, one that many fans weren't expecting from Kandi Burruss, the woman who has built her career on strength and grace under fire. You won't believe the reaction this post got. Fans flooded the comments, showing support for both Kandi and Riley. Some praised Kandi for her honesty, saying it took a lot of courage to admit her flaws publicly. Others, however, were skeptical. Was this truly an apology? Or was it just another attempt at damage control? People couldn't decide, but what no one expected was that Kandi would follow up her heartfelt post with a video. A few hours later, Kandi posted a video on her YouTube channel titled Speak on It, where she addressed the situation head-on. And this time, there was no holding back. Kandi appeared visibly emotional as she opened the video, saying, "This is hard for me, because I love Riley more than anything, and it hurts to think I've made her feel unseen." There were tears in her eyes, and for a moment, it felt like the tough public persona of Kandi Burruss was gone, replaced by a mother in pain. In the video, Kandi didn't shy away from taking responsibility. She admitted that while she had always tried to provide the best for Riley, she had failed to be emotionally present for her at times. She confessed, "I thought giving her a good life meant giving her opportunities I didn't have. But I didn't realize she needed more time, more presence, not just stuff." And that line hit hard. Fans were moved. It wasn't just about money or fame. Kandi was acknowledging that what Riley needed wasn't luxury or things. It was her mother's presence, her time, and her emotional support. But there's where the drama really takes off. As Kandi's emotional apology went viral, people started to question the timing. Some fans began to wonder, was this a genuine apology, or was it a calculated move released just before the new season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta? The timing was suspicious, to say the least. It felt like a strategic move to clean up Kandi's image, just as Bravo was preparing for another season of the show. A few vocal bloggers even accused Kandi of using her daughter's emotional pain as contempt for the show. One Twitter user posted, "Not the tears right before promo season. Kandi girl, be serious." It was a harsh criticism, but it got people talking. Was Kandi really owning up to her mistakes, or was this just another move to protect her brand? The crazy part. Kandi's team was reportedly in touch with Bravo as soon as Riley's post went viral. It turns out that the drama was more than just a family issue. It could have serious implications for the reality show. Some insiders believe that Riley's accusations, especially about feeling emotionally neglected and being exposed without her consent, could put the network in hot water. After all, Riley had been a child when she appeared on the show, and now she was revealing how that exposure had affected her. Was Bravo to blame for putting Riley in these painful situations, or was it Kandi's fault for allowing it to happen? With Riley's words stirring up a storm, Kandi found herself in a delicate position. Her public image, the family dynamic, and even the future of the show were all on the line. As more and more fans began questioning her choices, Kandi had to walk a fine line between protecting her family and defending her brand. But here's where things take an even more intriguing twist. What makes this story different from any other reality TV family fallout is that there's so much more at play here than just a public dispute between a mother and daughter. This goes deeper, way deeper than anyone could have predicted. And that's where the story gets complicated. You see, this isn't just about a few harsh words thrown online or a fleeting moment of emotional vulnerability. Riley's posts didn't just point fingers. They exposed the cracks in a family dynamic that had been hidden behind the glitz and glamour of reality TV. For years, viewers had watched Kandi Burruss juggle her career, her marriage, and her children, all while maintaining a public persona of having it all together. But Riley's revelations were like a bombshell that shattered that perfect image. The truth behind Kandi's success wasn't all shiny and polished, and now Riley was showing the world a side of Kandi's motherhood that many fans never saw. It's important to understand the context here. Riley's emotional pain wasn't just about a mother who was too busy to attend her school events or missed.